Good evening, everyone. My name is Kritika Deshmukh, and I am the Yuva member for Gift and Organ Vertical from Young Indians Chapter Bhopal. And I am going to have a session on eyes donation. Let's start with the importance of eyes. The eyes are our body's most important and most developed sensory organs because it gives us the vision and the power to see. In fact, 80% of what we perceive or what we understand comes through our sense of sight. Eye donation is basically an act of donating one's eyes after death. Anyone who's above the age of 18 years can pledge to donate their eyes. It is observed that 12% of the world's population is affected by corneal blindness, and these figures increases every year. Now let's understand what exactly is cornea. The cornea is a clear transparent tissue which resides on the front surface of the eye. It acts as a window that allows the light to enter the eye. There are two primary functions that are performed by cornea. Firstly, the cornea allows the light to enter the eye, and secondly, the cornea provides approximately 65 to 75% of the focusing power to the eye. Any profound decrease in vision or blindness due to diseases of the cornea is termed as corneal blindness. Vision will be drastically reduced or lost if the cornea becomes cloudy due to disease or injury or infection. The grafting of donor's cornea to the recipient is known as corneal grafting. Eye donation can offer the restoration of sight to those who suffer from corneal diseases. People who wear spectacles or are hypertensive or cataract operated and even diabetics can also donate their eyes. However, patients with medical conditions such as hepatitis B or C, rabies, AIDS, septicemia, etc. are not appropriate for eye donation processes. In India, more than 1 lakh corneas are needed for transplantation every year, and out of almost 7.5 lakh deaths annually, less than 1% of them donate their eyes. Eye donations are usually dependent on people who are willing to pledge their eyes for donation and on their relatives to honor the pledge upon the death of the person. In fact, in some cases, even the blind people can donate their eyes because the cause of blindness is not always due to cornea. If the blindness is due to some other reasons and if the cornea of that blind person is healthy, the eyes can be donated. Eye donation has also a vital role to play in research and education purposes. If a cornea is unusable for transplantation, then removing the whole of the eye may be an option. The whole intact eyes are used by researchers or organizations who then study the diseases that are caused by blindness or vision loss in other parts of the eyes other than the cornea. Eye donation procedure. The first and the foremost thing an individual need to do is to register himself as an eye donor, which he or she could easily do by the help of a local eye bank or an NGO, which works with an eye or organ donation. When a person is confirmed as dead, the consent of the family members is taken and then he or she could donate their eyes. A collection agent then arrives and takes the cornea within 4 to 6 hours of the death of the individual. This procedure usually takes 15 to 20 minutes. Then the organ securing agency makes proper arrangement and transports the cornea safely and securely to the storage center from where the organs is transported to the recipient, and as soon as an appropriate match is found, the individual undergoes a corrective surgery. And if in case there is no match found for that cornea, then that particular cornea is said unfit for transplantation and it is kept aside for research purposes. Let's talk about the eye donation, the recent eye donation. Pune saw an eye donation during the lockdown period when the family of a brain dead person agreed to donate his organs. The liver, kidney, and cornea of the 36-year-old youth were retrieved. There are a lot of examples of eye donation donors around us. One such example is the little village in the Kanyakumari district, which has an eye donor in almost every house, and as many as 229 residents of that village have donated their eyes in the past 1 decade, and they have set an example for every one of us. Whenever someone passes away in this village, the first thing that the family of the deceased does is that they get in touch with the priest of the local church, who then guides them with the process of the eye donation. People of each age group from the village are setting a remarkable example of bringing light into the lives of the visually impaired. There are certain facts that are related to eye donation. Eyes should be donated within 4 to 6 hours of the death of the individual, and not the whole of the eyes, but only the cornea is used for transplantation purposes. The family of the dead person can donate the eyes of their dear departed, even if it has not been pledged beforehand. But only the dead person can donate their eyes. The living ones cannot donate their eyes. There is no age limit for eye donation. Anyone who's willing to donate their eyes, irrespective of their caste, religion, age, or gender, can donate their eyes. One pair of eyes gives vision to two corneal blind people and aid many more if the tissue is used for research or education. Corneal transplantation is done within 2 to 3 days post removal of the cornea. There is no cost involved in organ or tissue donation to the donor or their families. And the donor as well as the recipient identity, both the identities are kept confidential. It is often said that there is no better way to thank God for your sight than by giving a helping hand to someone in the dark. We have this wonderful gift of nature. Organ donation, more precisely, eye donation, is one of the most humanitarian of acts that we can do. The world out there is beautiful, and we know that, but the blind doesn't. So we must encourage eye donation and be the reason for someone to see the sunshine. We should give the light to those who need the sight. Thank you. Eye donation, a gift of beauty, a return for eternity. At last, I would like to thank Dr. Anuj Garg sir for giving us this opportunity, and Yuva Chair for Gift and Organ Vertical, Ms. Meenal Garg for supporting and believing in us. Thank you so much. After this session, a quiz link will be shared, and those of you interested can go through it. Thank you.